I had to shave my face. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like having something on my face. I can't stand it. What y'all think? I hate it. I like having something on my face, you know. In a good mood today, though. It's hot out. Finally. I didn't think I'd be saying that for a while. It's finally hot out. Whew. Shit. When I was young, well, I'm already kind of a little young, but when I was younger, I was excited for the snow and for it to be cold and me to go play on the ice, but now I just hate the ice. I hate the cold. Hate it all. But I tell you, I love it when it's cold and then it gets warm. I love the feeling. It just feels good out, you know. Finally worth walking. Finally get a little bit tan. Not much of a tan, but my arms actually. But I'm gonna be out here walking. A drink of water. Need to drink more water. Chug that shit down. It's a good day. I'm blessed. Finally got that damn car. That fucking car, man. That car's been sitting over there for a while. Sitting on the side of the road. It's finally gone. How's everybody doing today? Feeling blessed. Whew. Hotter than a motherfucker out here. Y'all hot too? I can tell. How's everybody doing? Y'all doing blessed too? Finally hot out? Feeling good? Finally sunburn, yeah. Suntan, sunburn, either one. I'm just excited for both of them. Holy shit, I just went from 0 people to 14. Hell yeah. How's everybody doing? Got a tree still fell over. Damn 6 now. So whatever. Hope everybody. Fuck. It is finally sun out. Gone with the ice and with spring. I'm happy about it. I'm gonna start making mods here soon. Someone that can actually blocks my shit. Y'all excited for hunting? I've been excited all year. Tired of the Antarctica kind of feel. I'm ready for the hot. I'm ready for the sometimes hot. No, he's not on live. So I'm gonna try. I'm not really somebody that really gives a shit about like I mean, I care about views. I care about getting higher up in the chain of YouTube. I mean, I do care. But I don't really care if people like or don't like if I read the Bible or not. What's up, UBL? But yeah, I'm going to read the Bible tonight, and y'all are going to have to just deal with it, I guess. How's it going, my boy? Oh, it's going good. It's actually hot out now. Gone with the ice. So I'm going to take advantage of it the best I can. Over. I was talking about, yeah, read that word, yeah. Well, we talked about it tonight, or last night. We talked about last night a little bit on live. This kid came on there and started talking about depression. I told him to read the book, and he kind of just left. So, I'm going to go on there tonight. I'm going to read the Bible. I'm going to talk about how, like, God tells you to work through your depression by reading the Word and following Him. There's only one true way to get out of that slumps, you know? That's through the Word of God. I mean, yeah, you can get rid of that depression for a small amount of time, but only He can truly get rid of it for you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go over that tonight. I don't really care if people don't want me to. I've had comments before telling me I shouldn't, but I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. Is Phil live right now? I know you and him go live every once in a while. He's live right now? Alright. That's up. That's good. I'm probably going to walk for about an hour. I'm probably not going to record the entire walk, but I like talking a little bit to people while I'm walking. Even if they don't talk back. I think he was at the barbershop. Hell yeah. I ain't going to hate on him, you know. A lot of people have been saying in his comments needed to get a haircut. That's not me, though. I tried lining up a little bit last night on my sides. I ended up shaving all this off. I was going to keep the mustache. Didn't. I got it all off. It's all gone. But I figured it was about time. I got to get it growing back the right way anyways. Figure I start cutting it, make it grow thicker. But I'm taking advantage of the heat today. I'm going to walk until I can't. Whew. It's actually getting a little bit hot out here. I'll take the trash. I guess I can do that in a minute. I gotta mow here soon. Start getting that grass to grow back right. Some of it's dead, some of it's alive. Gotta work on one person. Oh. I'm not gonna be on live when I'm mowing though. Actually I might go live when I'm mowing. I have a 0 turn. I'm just gonna try to make sure my mic is muted. Back. But yeah, I really gotta take care of my yard. It's looking like shit right now. I started walking around 1:30, so I'll end off at 2:30. He was gone for a minute. All right, man. Yeah, UBO. If you're still in here, man, I'm gonna go live tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go live, but my mic gonna be muted. I'm gonna go do some yard work. I gotta get some shit done because that ice fucked up my yard. It looks horrible. I really gotta work. So I'm gonna let everybody talk. It'll be their bet. It's not gonna be the most interesting live. I mean, I'm gonna be quiet the most of the whole entire time because my zero turn is loud. So keep it coming. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a nah, man. Not on the live. Oh, yeah. I'll keep posting. I'll post as much as I can. It's gonna be a very, very, very boring live. Getting it out. Content rolling as much as I can, but here soon I gotta be always working, you know, always working. Whew. My yard is too not small of a yard to just let it go to shit. I gotta work on it. So I'm gonna get back out there, work until I can't. I ain't making no money from it, but hey, I get happy with a better yard. That's what I'm saying. You seen the bees walk here? Find any way to get in your house, man. They find where it's cold, or they find where it's hot in the winter. Some pheromones that release the stinks, man. It just sucks. I'm ever gonna say this about people, you know? I believe in this one stupid ass dude came on there, and he was saying that we have different consciousnesses and shit, and that my consciousness is stupid and his is elite or some shit. And then he said we deserve to go to hell or some shit. That's some bullshit. Don't listen to him. If you ever see that guy, whoo, he's stupid. He's a security guard, works at night, and he goes live, and he always talking about his stupid ass consciousness. Hey, at least he believes in God, but not the right way, because he over here saying that we all going to hell and he's the only one going to heaven. Oh, it's some stupid ass dude, bro. Something blood. I don't know. It's just one dude that always goes live and shit. He was just talking about how we all going to hell and he's the only one going to heaven. I didn't get bothered by it because honestly, I don't give a shit, but it's not my soul. You know, I'm gonna work on my own soul. But if he believes that, them false prophets, you're right, them false prophets. I don't listen to the false prophets, man. It says in the Bible to watch out for them. I ain't going anywhere near them. Them false believers. It's that fake fruit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really understand because they listen to whatever they see online. That's what sucks about this, is because people come on here talk all that nonsense. I don't. They watch that shit, man, and they believe it. It's stupid. But I'm gonna go on. That's one of the reasons why I'm reading the Bible tonight, man. I know I should do it anyways, but I'm going on that Bible, and I'm gonna go thing. Fuck. Genesis. Going from Genesis all the way down to Revelation. We ain't reading that much, but I'm saying we're gonna take verses out. And we're gonna explain to these kids that be watching all this shit on YouTube that it's not one person's going to heaven and everybody else is going to hell. I gotta explain that now. Because all these kids be watching that one dude and then they're gonna believe it. So we gotta have somebody out there, you know, somebody out there that can help fix what he started. I'm gonna tell you, the devil works through the phones, man. The devil works through the phones. And then I'll tell you how it's the kids that get the phones, repeat everything they hear, and people start believing it. The devil goes after the kids. Yeah, you're right. Yep. See, he knows. UBL knows. The devil works with the phones. The phones given to the kids. They work through the devil works with the kids by using the electronics, man. It's the phones, the iPads, and that's why I called it. It's Pandora's box. You're right. Shit, I knew exactly what was gonna happen when this generation was the iPad kid generation. It's also the devil's generation, man. He getting into those electronics. It's all them devil worshippers and shit out there. They want to change our minds about how we see the Bible instead of how the Bible says it. I'm the kind of guy because I mean, I'm not Catholic, but I just believe that, you know. Catholics don't believe that. Catholics were the one that said that the Vatican did it. But I believe 60 books were taken out of the Bible, explaining the future. That's all I'm saying. But I can't go too far with it because, again, I'm on live and people hear me. They all will listen. But I also believe in the elite and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I believe there's rich people out there that want to own us, you know? That's all I'm saying. But I ain't one of those guys that goes on the iPad kids. iPad kids had it the worst. I see kids hating their parents, and I see kids being rude in general. I would kind of smack for that. UBL, I'm gonna explain it like this, man. This is probably gonna sound a little funny, but I mean it in the most, like, I mean it from the soul, you know? Not trying to be funny, not trying to be a comedic relief. Back when I was in preschool, the worst thing I call somebody is a butthead. You go to preschool now, they calling you a dumb fuck. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you could go into a preschool and the kids be cussing at each other. Back in my day, I wouldn't have made it to preschool. I wouldn't have made it to first grade. I wouldn't even made it to kindergarten if I ever said a bad word. You're right. I do cuss now. I've fallen into it. You know, I got to work on my soul a little bit. I cuss way too much, and I got to work on that. It's part of the whole country shit. I am living with that. In the country, most fathers cuss, you know, so that's how that works. It's not one father's worse than the other. It's most country people. So once I get out of here, man, I got to work on myself, though. You know, I can't blame it all on the country. But yeah, it's just one piece. School. I was like, oh. You're right. Having a phone at 8 years old is stupid as hell, dude. I didn't get my phone until I was 13. The hell? That's stupid. And I didn't even get a real phone. I got one of those flip phones when I was 13. I got a flip phone at 13. I didn't get I got a talking text. 16 years old. Yeah, my parents might be a little bit stricter, but you know, strict parents are the ones that care, you know. Strict parents nowadays, they're not even strict. Compared to other parents now, they are strict, you know, because some parents don't care as much. And then when they don't care as much, they let their kids do whatever they want. And then the parents that do care and do walk over the kids to protect them, they get seen as strict. I'm gonna explain that in Zara's term. You know, Zara's mom and dad, she was explaining it to us military parents. The strict parents are the ones that care. Strict parents are the ones. This generation. Oh shit, a bunny. Okay, I still got that little young soul in me, you know. If I see a bunny, I had to yell at the parents that care. When parents that are trying to help, you know, be a good we have parents that care, you know. They try to be there for their kids. The generation tells the kids that those parents are evil. So then they start resenting their parents. To prove that they can do what they want. For their kids, which is horrible, but a lot of parents do it. Some parents will leave their kids, you know, but the good, strict parents, they're the ones that get taken advantage of by their kids. And it sucks. I hate it. But yeah, I didn't get a phone until I was. I do too. Yeah, man. I saw a rabbit right in front of me. I had to yell it out. But it's really rough right now, you know. Looking at the generation right now that kids are being raised to grown up and just shit on the kids, you know. Treat the kids like they just don't care and let them do whatever they want. And that is what iPad generation is. And you're right, the iPad kids, they have it rough. You know, they have it rough. And it's because they get brainwashed by coming out of the phone and shit. No, it's just what people say on the internet is getting into our kids' heads. So the kids will grow up by a phone instead of raised by a mother or father. And the mother or father, when they realize it, it's too late. And it's really hard to sink in, you know. My father told me something yesterday. What was it? Better the shit in the sink than sink in the shit. Let that shit sink in. I don't know what that means, but he said it. Getting a little off topic. Man, I'm gonna get off that topic anyways. I'm getting a little pissed. But it is a good day out. I gotta get a haircut. My forehead looking big as hell. I gotta get a haircut and grow my hair out and do it right. Not like the hair that people had down to here and shit, no. But I am gonna do my hair right. People keep pulling into my driveway, man. They need to stop doing that shit. I know I have a long driveway and shit, but what the hell? It's one bad thing about living in the middle of nowhere. I'm probably gonna get off live soon. Almost been 30 minutes. I don't stay on the live. People do. Some people be a lot. I got yard work I gotta get done because all that ice fucked up some stuff. Trees be falling over. I gotta take care of that. That is true. Hey, wait. How you doing? Epic Gamer. Still haven't been on my live. You're not on the game yet, bro. It's been too long. Get a new console or something. I don't know. Get a new controller. Been a while. Pro gamer talking ass. You better be on today. Hey, I want y'all to do something for me, alright? I want you to read this hat. Hold up. I want you to read this. What does it say? Freedom? Y'all actually believe that? Y'all actually believe that? I mean, I know we got more freedom. We got more freedom than most places. But do you guys believe we actually have full freedom here? I mean, we aren't. I mean, we aren't slaves, you know. I'm not ever going to say that. You know, we're not slaves. I don't believe we're slaves to the government or anything. But I do believe there's some stupid shit going on. You know, I believe there's some stupid shit going on. I believe that there's some corrupt going on. I ain't going to talk too much into it, but I'll tell you who was free a long time ago, before people colonized America. Got to know they wanted. They believe in God. They roamed the land free as they wanted. That was free. You know, I believe school is free, but I believe you're locked in somewhere. I mean, I know you need a diploma to get most jobs. You know what I'm saying? I get that. School is prison. That's all I'm saying. School is prison. But it's not fully. I'll go live tonight, Epic. Just me and you. We're going live tonight, alright? But I gotta read the Bible tonight. I promised people I would. So I ain't gonna do that. And if I can't, and there's something I can't do, I'll make a whole entire video dedicated, not live stream, but I'll make a whole entire video dedicated to me reading the Bible and going over what that one dude said about how he is the only one going to heaven, that we're all going to hell. I'm going to explain to the kids out there listening to that shit that that's not true. That kid, that kid. I know he's a grown-ass man, but he's a kid. He ain't a man. Man don't say that shit. He's a kid. And that kid was wrong. And he's spreading lies that these other kids that listen to it are going to believe. That's not true. As long as you have a relationship with God and your life, God's real, you have faith in Him, and you know all things are possible. It says right there in the Bible. Hello, I'm glad you're in here. But yeah, with God, all things are possible. So if we know it, man, I'll put it in here eventually. Stupid. And I'm exposing him. I'm exposing him. Because he went on there and he was talking shit and he was saying that we're all going to hell and he's going to heaven. I'm exposing him. I'll record some of the shit he says. I'll put it on one video and I'll make it. I'll even read the Bible and explain how he's wrong. Shit pissed me off. His name had blood in it. So if y'all ever see that when you're on live, that's the guy. But he's wrong. We're going to heaven because we're the children of God. We are the army of God. I'm in my guitar class. I won't be able to talk much. Hey, it's alright, Flo. I ain't going to be on long. I can't. He does, man. He goes on for 2 hours. We are the soldiers of God, and we're on here. We had to stick together, you know what I'm saying? I feel like with all politics and shit. But the only true enemy is the devil. And the only true, the king himself. Hold up, sorry. The king himself, God. The only true enemy, the devil. And you know, we're on the side with God, and we are doing spiritual warfare. That's the true enemy, not these political parties and shit. That's just what they want us to be. That's what the devil uses to get in our heads and shit, to separate us from God and not really realize what's actually going on. If you guys remember when Moses went on top of the, you guys remember right, but do you guys remember the story with the golden bull when Moses went to the top of the mountain, came back with the 10 commandments? I know, man, I see it too, UBL. It's sad. It's really sad. But when he came back down, he saw the golden bull and he smashed those commandments on the ground. What do you think these phones are? It's a distraction. You think the golden bull was not a distraction? It was. The golden bull, when Moses came back down, was not only an idol, it was a distraction away from God. And so is these. That's a distraction from God. You know, the Bible teaches us a lot of things. You are chosen one. These holy God people don't see nothing. Their eyes are blind. You're right, man. You're right, UBL. They just want us to be blind, you know. They want us to be blind away from the true sight. But it says in the Bible more than once that Jesus cured the blind. And that can also happen spiritually. We can be spiritually blind. And I believe we are spiritually blind. In our souls, we are blind, and we cannot see what's happening in this world right now. And only if we turn to Jesus, we can see. That's not blind anymore. Just like he can make the blind man see. And that happens, man. That happens all the time. We just gotta pray, you know. I don't do it as much as I should, but I will come on here. I'll preach if I need to. To prove that one dude wrong, that we're not all going to hell. We're going to heaven. We're going to heaven, man. Our souls have already been claimed. God, Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. You're right, man. He did. I have a real question for all y'all out there, you know? I want you guys to think about this before I make that video about me reading the Bible, and we're going to go over it a little bit. I want y'all to think, why us, which he knew way before. Thing to God, he did make time, don't get me wrong, but if he can make it, he doesn't have to live by it. Not relevant to God, so he already knew he was gonna make us. But why do y'all believe that God made us? I want y'all to answer that. Why do you guys think he did it? You know, what was the reason? Me personally, I believe we were here to praise the Lord and do the spiritual warfare on earth while he does it in the heaven. We are on here to be God's soldiers till the end of days. We are here to pray, stand up for the belief, be Christians on earth. Have against the devil and the evil. It says in the Bible, not one ounce allowed. Don't matter. These bodies don't matter. This body, that's just a sack of flesh. It ain't real. None of this is real. God made it, you know. God made it. So it's real on earth. But it's not real in heaven. And heaven is so much more, almost kind of frightening, if you know what I'm saying. It's almost frightening. Because you're seeing people convert their lives either one way or the other. The side they don't choose is the wrong side. Or the side to be these Satanists and these atheists, you know? You're watching them go into hell slowly. But I want to explain to y'all, hell is not punishment. Heaven, that is the reward. Hell is not punishment. Let me explain it to you before I just say it out loud, you know. What's up, Phil? Well, that's Phil Edits. That's not the real Phil. You ain't the real Phil. You're the one making that speed throwing up video. Hey, I'm fine though. I'm blessed, you know. I'm a little upset right now. Yeah. I want to explain this to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Punishment. God put us on earth with free will towards men. He put us on earth to have free will. And that free will is to either have a relationship with God or don't. And if we want a relationship with God, He doesn't want anyone to go to hell. But He knows that He does not force a relationship with us. He doesn't. God does not force a relationship. That try to force the religion on somebody. God wouldn't do that. Care of us, you know. But without God, which to us, God will not force a relationship with us and for eternity if we didn't have it on earth. So if we the people, if our souls didn't want a relationship with God on earth, He's going to force it. He's going to give us what we ask for on earth, and He's going to make us go to hell if we don't, on earth, respect that relationship that we are supposed to have with God. But I would be a liar if I said we're all going to heaven, but we're not all going to hell. Large community of Christians out there, people that open their hearts up to God. And let me explain this to you. In my opinion, you don't need to get baptized to be saved. I will say it is a big leap. It's being reborn in Christianity. It is a big leap to get baptized, but it is not the only way to heaven. In fact, it says in the Bible that it's not the only way to heaven. It does not say in the Bible to be baptized in order to go to heaven. Indeed, it says that the only way to God, to heaven, to paradise is from the Lord our Savior. You know, it's from Jesus Christ. When Jesus died on that cross and the veil was torn, that was Him. That was God. That was God showing us in a pattern that when that veil was torn, so was the communication between us and God. You know? Because at one point, God and Jesus was before that veil was torn. He was on that mountain showing him how to pray. He got on his knees and he lifted his hands like this, and he prayed to the Lord. And he was showing the people how to pray before they even could. Because when that veil was torn, that was us being allowed and being able to communicate with our Savior. So I'm gonna get really in depth tonight, and if not tonight, because there's a possibility not tonight, then tomorrow I'll be dedicating a whole video on YouTube strictly reading the Bible and going over it. But I'm getting back in the Bible, man. I'm getting back into it. My soul, I want my soul to be saved. I want my soul to be claimed for a throne in heaven, for a spot next to a throne in heaven. Yes, Bible study, time to grow as believers. You're right. We all have room to grow. I'll tell you, when I'm 80 years old, say I was 80, you know, say I'm 80 right now. I'm not, though. I'm obviously not 80, but if I was 80 and I read the Bible every single day for my entire life, I've noticed a lot of people are grifting for Christ but not living it. Let me reread that. Sorry. There's a lot of people are. Alright. Yeah. I read the Bible every single day for my entire life. I would still learn something new every time I read it. AKA using God as an example for mistakes. You're right, man. No, you're right. You're exactly right. I understand. You're not living it out. Exactly. I'm going to tell you something. There's people out there that lose their parents or lose somebody very close to them, and they blame Jesus or God. And that's something very hard, you know? My friend 2 years ago died from suicide. He was a very good friend of mine, and he lost his life because almost every day. He lost his life, and he committed to offing himself. People blaming. I did it, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't in the wrong for blaming myself, because blaming myself was wrong. I didn't kill him. I wasn't there, but yeah, I also wasn't there to stop him. I get that, but it wasn't my fault, and it took me a long time to realize that. But it's not God's fault. God gave free will. He didn't tell my friend to kill himself. He did not tell my friend to kill himself. He didn't. He didn't put a voice in his head telling him to do it. I'll tell you, I think that when somebody does that, they are possessed by something way deeper. I see with girls, especially that are famous ones. You're right, man. You're right. But when somebody ends their life, it's not God's fault. I believe when someone ends their life, it is something way deeper, something evil that has possessed them and they're doing it. I don't believe they are them whenever they do it. I believe that there is emotions out there that are out is through Jesus Christ. I truly believe it. Temptation. You're right. You're right, Jagger. You're right. I just had to hop off that topic they were talking about. But I want to get it out there. I had a good time talking about the Bible. Good time talking about Jesus Christ. It's never bad talking about the Bible or Jesus. The Lord our Savior is one of the best conversations you could ever have. But I'm gonna walk back to my house now. It's 2:38. I promised you guys I'll be done by 2:30. It's almost been an hour. So I'm gonna end it off here. But if you guys have any prayer requests, anything you guys want to add, any questions you guys have, please don't be scared to comment on the bottom of this video and either pray, be asked to pray about something, have a prayer request, you know, and you don't have to, or ask me a question. I mean, don't be scared, ask me a question, ask anyone a question, or if you just want to know something, go ahead and comment on this video, man. I would love to see it. I really would. But without further ado, guys, I really do have to go. But I had a great time talking, and I'll do it way more often. I'm going live tonight with my boy Epic Gamer. He's in the comments right now. He's the one talking about temptation. I'm going live with him tonight. And then if I have time, I'm reading that Bible. And if I don't, I'm still going to read it. But if I don't have time to do that live, I'm going to go make a full video dedicated to it tomorrow. Full video. But I appreciate everybody that showed up. You know, you guys mean a lot to me. And I want to show love just like you guys showing love to me right now. And anybody who hasn't, go ahead and sub and like to me right now. And then I'll start making more comments to this. Not comment, but I'll start making more commentary. There you go. But God bless all y'all, you know. You guys are saved. Oh, I got in a hot take, and you're gonna like to hear this, but you gotta have a don't be a jerk major difference. Right. You're right, UBL. I have a little bit of cockiness, but I don't use that cockiness to gloat, you know. I don't use cockiness to gloat. I don't use it to act like I'm more than I am. And I hate being a jerk. I think being a jerk is one of the worst things you could do to somebody. Not the worst, but it's one of the worst things you could do to somebody, because I'm gonna tell you, jerks are bullies sometimes. And I know I'm way too old to be talking about bullies, but bullies are real. That's not something that's on a cartoon. That's not some Disney princess thing. Still be alive right now. But UBL, you're right, man. I gotta take out these Herbies real quick. So you guys have a blessed day. Without further ado, I will see you guys soon. Stay blessed, alright? Peace out.